Hi everyone, welcome to Gateway Lectures. Here we have a very interesting and conceptual question in fluid mechanics regarding seawater and also hydrostatic law. We'll be solving the question. In a liquid, the density of the liquid at free surface is rho naught, and at a point much below the free surface is rho. So there is a point which is below the free surface at a distance of h. So we assumed a distance as h. At that h depth, the density is rho. At the free surface it is rho naught. Okay, neglecting the variation in gravitation acceleration g with depth. So the g is being taken constant. Generally the g will be varying with depth, right? With depth and altitude the g will be varying, but here g is taken as constant. Assuming bulk modulus to be constant, so bulk modulus is also constant. Find the depth h of point. So we need to find the depth h of the point B from the free surface, that is nothing but the point A. So here we'll apply hydrostatic law initially, but before that we've given two conditions. One is acceleration due to gravity, g is constant, that is a common thing, and but important thing to here is constant bulk modulus. So first of all we need to know what is bulk modulus. So bulk modulus is always defined for triaxial state of stress. Okay, once it is defined for triaxial state of stress. Now also even in triaxial state of stress all the stress values should be equal. So sigma 1 should be equal to sigma 2 should be equal to sigma 3. Okay, that is nothing but hydrostatic state of stress. That is also called as hydrostatic state of stress. In a hydrostatic state of stress, if you take a element here, suppose if you take this point, if this point you write down the triaxial state condition, so we'll be getting a cube, right? At this point each direction will be having the same stress value, nothing but equal to the pressure of the fluid. At that point you will have the pressure in all directions, it will be the same depending upon the hydrostatic law. So here sigma 1 principal stress, sigma 2, sigma 3, everything was equal to P. Okay, only for this type of stresses, triaxial state of and also equal principal stress values, further we will be defining the bulk modulus, and the bulk modulus is defined as direct stress, nothing but the change in direct stress upon volumetric strain. Okay, the change in direct stress we can write it as dP upon volumetric strain, we can write minus dV upon V, and the same minus because as the pressure increases volume decreases, so the minus symbol occurs there. And also we can write it as in terms of density rho into dP upon d rho. We can write even in this row, this way, as keeping the mass constant, density is equal to mass upon volume. From that condition we can write rho into dV upon d rho. Okay, that was finished. And this is all about the bulk modulus. Here it is said that at points, both the points A and B, the bulk modulus is the same. And now we will use the hydrostatic law. What is the hydrostatic law? Hydrostatic law states that as we move deep into the surface, deep into the fluid, the pressure increases with corresponding to the height. So that this statement was given by Pascal, and that is nothing but dP by dH is equal to specific void, that is equal to rho into G, right? And here we know we'll just take dH here. dH is equal to, so since finally we need to calculate dH, so we will take dH here. dH is equal to dP upon rho G, and we know dH is equal to, what is the value of dP? Just here we have got that. From here we will take the value of dP from bulk modulus. dP is equal to K into d rho upon rho, right? So in place of dP we will substitute K into d rho upon rho into rho is nothing but rho square into G. Right, now we'll apply integration on the both sides. For integration here the value of let's suppose some h is equal to 0 to h is equal to h, and also for density here it is rho and there is rho naught. So here 0 to h it is varying, and here it is varying. And here one more thing to note is this is positive only when h is measured from top. H is measured from top. It will be taken negative when h is measured from the bottom. So here actually here h is 0 and here h is h. Here the value of h is 0 and here the value of h is h. Since we are measuring downward, since we have taken positive symbol here, so as per that the density also will be varying from rho naught at the h is equal to 0 to rho. Okay, just here now it is a game of mathematics. We'll be solving that to get the final condition. So integral dh, nothing but h, and the limits are h to 0. So it is h is equal to k by g is constant, so it will be coming out of the integration. So k by g integral rho naught to rho into d rho upon rho square. We know every time if it is 1 by x square, we can write it as x power minus 2, and for that if you apply integration, it is nothing but x power minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1, that is nothing but my minus 1 by x. The final integral value is, so k by g into minus 1 by, here in the place of x, here we have the variable rho from the limits rho naught to rho. So by substituting that, we'll get the value of kg in minus 1 by rho naught minus 1 by rho. This is the value of height for this fluid at a depth h having the density rho. So we may get these type of problems. Actually, this is a basic numerical. From this, many problems can be framed. In question, they will be giving the value of rho naught, and they may be giving the value of rho, and even the bulk modulus value will be given, and they will be asking the value of height. So simply we can make this derivation and just substitute the values here. Thanks for watching. This is a good question. Keep subscribed and stay home, stay safe. We'll be dealing many concepts. We'll be learning a lot. Thanks a lot.